Is the Browns' loss on Baker Mayfield?
Absolutely, it's on Baker Mayfield. Now I'm about to get hot takey. I know what you guys out here doing in this industry. I need an Emmy too. Damn, it's time for me to go hot. No, man, look, I hate to do what I'm about to do, but I'm about to do it. There are no perfect people in this world. Therefore, there are no perfect players in this world. So we all ask this question, but not always consciously. How much did you help and how much did you hurt? In any situation, even when you talk about someone's legacy, when they're dead and gone, how much did they really impact you and those you love and society at large? And how much did they hurt, right? Now, for most people, you try to add up the positives and you try to forget about or at least minimize the negatives, unless those negatives are that bad. Let's look at Baker Mayfield yesterday, y'all. And how much did he help the team and how much did he hurt the team? I'm going to ask you a question, Acho, maybe a couple. Did he score a touchdown? Did he score any points, Baker Mayfield? Baker Mayfield, only Baker Mayfield. Did he score any points?
No, sir.
Oh, he didn't help the team. How do we win games? By scoring points. So he didn't help the team in that manner, most important regard. Okay, did Baker Mayfield throw an interception? A game-deciding interception? A game-losing interception? Yes or no, Emmanuel Acho?
Yes, sir, he did.
Oh, yes, he did. Okay. So I'm trying to add up the help. He didn't help. Donut. Hurt. Oh, did he throw more interceptions than he did touchdowns? Well, obviously, I know that. Look at me, rhetorical. Now, let's juxtapose this. Let's contrast this to, I don't know, Trey Lance. You know I call him one-play Trey, right? And I didn't know that name was really going to stick. I said that a month ago. He one-play Trey. He comes in the game. You know how many passes Trey Lance? Oh, so let me don't say passes. You know that Trey Lance threw a pass yesterday? He threw one pass, one completion for guess what, Acho? You're going to be amazed by this, how he helped this team. For a touchdown. Oh, my God, Becky. Did Baker Mayfield play an entire game and let one-play Trey outperform, help the team more than he did? Oh, yes, sir. I'm going to end with this right now because I saw Baker Mayfield do all that for nothing. He did all that for nothing. I saw quarterbacks with a better passer rating yesterday than Baker Mayfield. Tell me if any of these guys ring a bell in terms of being as good or better than Baker Mayfield. Taylor Heineke, he wasn't even starting. He was a backup. He had a better day than Baker Mayfield. What the hell? Mac Jones, they lost, but his quarterback rating was better. Jalen Hurts, the guy you said, man, I don't even know about him. I don't know. He ain't going to be the quarterback. He should be the quarterback. Tyrod Taylor. 13-point getting Taylor balled out yesterday, and they didn't have 13 points. Way more. Teddy Safe Bridgewater. My God. Carson Wentz. Come on. Carson Wentz looked like this yesterday and still better rating than you. And last but not least, my man Jimmy G. I looked at Baker Mayfield's quarterback rating because that's the easiest one for me. Just add them all up and let me see where he landed. Bottom half of the league. Number 17, you know there are 32 teams, so 16, right there, bottom half. Baker Mayfield doing it all and doing it for nothing. Yeah, it's on him. You mad at me right now. I killed that take.
You did.
So then don't say nothing. Let's go. No, we do not need to argue on this one. He lost the game, dog.
It is not Baker's fault that they lost.
What?
But Baker is the reason they didn't win.
That's the way to be friend with them and still.
I think that's more accurate. It's not Baker's fault they lost, but Baker's the reason they didn't win. Let's break it down. Let's go into the nuances. I know that's where you like to dive on this show.
Let's go.
Baker Mayfield managed the mess out of that game. But Baker Mayfield managed the mess out of that game. When you really watch the game, which I rewatched it this morning, obviously, as Marcellus has told y'all, yesterday your boy was busy. And when I rewatched the game this morning, I was like, yo, Baker, you managed this game marvelously. First 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. Only happened twice in Browns history, opening on the road, 3 touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. Amazing.
Yeah.
First half, did not punt the ball. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think they punted the ball until the end of the game where they fumbled the punt. So Baker Mayfield managed the game marvelously. The problem is he only managed the game. He didn't win the game. What do I mean by that? He went out there and he completed all the short passes. Rollout game was on point.
Yeah.
Play action pass was on point. Running game was on point. Everything within manageable expectations was on point. But there were a couple times I needed Baker to go win the game.
Yeah.
There was a deep ball. Anthony Schwartz, a speedster from the SEC, if I'm not mistaken, ran track in the SEC, was a big-time speedster. Baker, I need you to hit him. I don't need you to manage the game. On that play right there, Baker, I need you to win the game. Then David Njoku later on, I believe it was the end of the half, 32 seconds left, you'll see the play. Yes, it ended up being a holding penalty. I think it's this one right here. But Baker, I need you to win the game. Don't manage it for me. You manage it perfectly, but I need you to go win the game. Those are the plays where you have to win the game. So I'm not going to put the loss on Baker. I don't think it's Baker's fault they lost. But I do think it's Baker's fault that they did not win because he did not do enough to go win the game.
That was a fight. That's more of a fight than I expected. I thought you saw the same game I saw, and then you had to watch it this morning, so you've seen it more recently than me, and I thought you would side with me. But let's go to war if you don't believe where I'm coming from. Baker lost this game because he didn't put the game out of reach when he had an opportunity to put the game out of reach. They were outscored 23-7 in the second half. They can't finish against this team. And it's crazy because I don't think that they're ever going to beat the Chiefs. And I know that sounds a little hyperbolic. The Chiefs are now 6-0 when they give up 150 or more rushing yards to a team. What's the way that Cleveland going to beat the Kansas City Chiefs? I'm going to say that again, y'all. They have not lost when they run the ball, eat up the clock, look cute. We win again. So the formula for success for Cleveland is not the kryptonite for the Kansas City Chiefs. That's a problem. Now, Baker Mayfield, you're going to have to go out there and sling it. As you just stated, he didn't sling it. But then he started off fast, so you still hold some respect for him, and you say, maybe. Here's the problem with comparing him to Brown's history. You do that a lot to pump him up. Brown's history in general, in totality, is pretty bad, right? Low expectations usually come when you don't have results. So you're comparing them to a situation of low expectations because of little results.
Yes,
I remember hearing about this growing up. Wiley history. Let's go forget it. Cleveland Browns history. What about Marcellus and his Wiley family? People were coming up to me and said, man, you're the first in your family to get on the airplane. Now, Acho, is that something I should be having a parade about? That's some low-ass expectations, right? Hood. Oh, you're the first to graduate college. And I was like, oh, okay, I feel that. Then I started saying, damn, dog, how long our family been around? Like, what the hell? Community college, something? Trade tech, something? Nobody? Interesting. So sometimes these low expectations can make you think something big when it's just something normal. I'm looking at this situation simply like this. Baker Mayfield on the field, you did put up numbers, winning numbers, but you didn't win. So there's something else at play. And here's the something else. Do you remember Baker Mayfield sitting there, what was it, 7 minutes to go? You just watched the game about an hour ago since you were getting Emmys yesterday. You had a bigger Sunday than the NFL did on week 1. Good Lord, you're a beast. Baker Mayfield was sitting there watching his punter muff the punt, struggle with the punt. It wasn't that was the problem for me. It was that. Who in the hell you think you are? And then I see this. After you throw your interception, Baker Mayfield, you're too emo for me, dog. You're supposed to be the leader of the team, and you over there dog cursing the punter, and you still got half a quarter left to play. Against the Kansas City Chiefs, you sitting out there thinking the game is over in that moment. Oh, Baker, oh, no, contraire, mon frere. The game was over after you were laying on the ground about to do the breakdance and centipede. You know why? Because your ass gave away the game, and you know it. Cats like that, I really despise. They don't know in totality what the game entails. They don't have complete perspective. I saw Mac Jones yesterday. They tried to give him his first passing touchdown, threw the ball away. I saw Mac Jones after a bad play, change a series, running to the sideline, encouraging the defense. I see Baker Mayfield when they still are in a game, winning the game, and muffing punts, sitting there going, oh. That wasn't the moment. The moment is when you had the ball in your hand and you couldn't finish the deal. So Baker Mayfield, once again, Mr. Consistently Inconsistent, needs to look at himself and get over this mental hump. Let's fight.
Yeah, I can't fight. Come on, man. Good takes.
You want to do the sentence? Over there crying.
Good takes.
What you crying about?
The bigger issue for me, if I'm a Browns fan, here is why I would be most concerned, and please hear me when I say this. I don't think the Browns could have played better against the Chiefs, and they still lost. Now, Browns fans are instantly saying, Acho, shut the heck up. We fumbled a snap. That'll never happen again. Sure. Next time, it might be Baker Mayfield misplaces a handoff and you fumble it. Acho, but our running back fumbled the ball. That won't happen again. Sure. Next time, it'll probably be a receiver who drops, a pass and it goes through his hands. Acho, Baker Mayfield threw a pick at the end of the game trying to throw the ball out of bounds. Sure, next time a defensive back will make an amazing play instead of Baker making a bad play. It's a game of football. things always happen. Now, hopefully they're never as drastic as your punter bobbling the snap and then not realizing you can still punt.
You can still kick it.
They weren't rushing you, big dog.
Hell.
Punt it.
Nervous.
But you played a perfect first half. You didn't punt the ball. You only punted the ball one time, and that one time it was a fumble snap. I'm most discouraged, obviously, as somebody who has an affinity for the Browns, because I don't think the Browns can play better. Not that the Browns couldn't have played better that game. I just think next time it'll be something else. It's like relationships, and we talk that often on this show.
Yes,
sure,
we do.
you can exchange one set of baggage in a relationship for another person, but they gonna have baggage too. So don't think just because you give up that individual, you giving up baggage. The next individual is gonna have baggage as well. This game for the Browns had baggage, but I would submit that it was the least amount of baggage a Browns game versus the Chiefs will have.
Yeah.
And you still lost because Patrick Mahomes went out there and won. That really, for me, tells why I'm most discouraged. I said this offseason, maybe 2 weeks ago, and Baker Mayfield proved it yesterday. The Browns have a better football team than the Chiefs. The Chiefs have a better quarterback than the Browns. I need Baker Mayfield to lessen the difference between him and Patrick Mahomes just enough for the Browns to win. Okay. In the first half, he did. He lessened the difference just enough for the Browns to be winning. But in the second half, Patrick Mahomes, 3 touchdown passes. Baker Mayfield, still no touchdown passes, and we need you to go win. You threw a pick. Browns still have the better football team than the Chiefs. But the Chiefs quarterback is so much better, at least he was yesterday, that the Browns having a better team is rendered irrelevant.
You know what? When you say that, I agree with you. And then something inside of me just starts to alarm, saying, no, I don't agree with him. And I'm like, why? I know I'm argumentative, and it's not that reason. It's because I don't think the Browns do have a better team. I think they have more talent if you want to go position by position. But to materialize that talent into success, they don't have the proper leadership. Be real. Baker Mayfield is not the guy that's going to lead them. He's too emo. He spazzes. When Patrick Mahomes was down in that game in the fourth quarter, did you see any of that? Those reactions? All that? Because he knows it's 4 quarters. But Baker, oh, ye of little faith. Like literally your punter, you still have at least 2 more possessions in that moment where your punter is muffing the ball and not kicking it. You know that. I mean, you know you still got time in the fourth quarter. You're going to get the ball back. You can be the hero. Why not encourage? Moments like that, ye of little faith. And even before, look, I hate an old fake-ass leader, and I hate a young fake-ass leader. And I hate somebody who goes to Twitter right before the game and say, launch. You see the video? What is it? Talk is cheap. Like, okay, I know you got your social media committee and you got your people doing, come on. Like, win the game first. You know you have never beaten Patrick Mahomes. Now, you're not by yourself. Josh Allen's never beaten Patrick Mahomes. Lamar Jackson's never beaten Patrick Mahomes. And Patrick Mahomes never beat Tom Brady. The point of this, is nobody's perfect. But how much do you help and how much do you hurt? And Baker Mayfield, yesterday, hate to say it, man, Senator Peter, but you hurt a little more than you help.